I know my station manager is watching, but according to the email, per mask mandate, I can take the mask off when no one's in the station. So I'm just reading the email, okay? So let me go ahead. I'm gonna actually put it down. And that's right. Aloha, Alova. You're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUCI in Irvine. Special shout out to those that are actually watching on Facebook, on my Facebook live feed, by going to www.facebook.com/aloha, ALOHA, Alova, ALOVA. What happens is that I like to subscribe, y'all, because in the end, without you, there's no me. You're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUCI in Irvine. Special shout out to my camera number 2 angle. That's right. Thank you for tuning in. Today is special because I have one of my high school buddies. We're gonna do some reminiscing. Today. There's a lot to talk about. So kick back and relax. I'm actually early. I'd rather be early than late because, you know, in the end, preparation's the key. So, as what my email says, KUCI is currently on a indoor mask mandate. Now, if there's no one indoors except yourself, you're welcome to take it off. So, kick back and relax. And when my guest comes in, we'll go ahead and enjoy the party, alright? So, you're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUCI in Irvine. Aloha, Alova. That's right, y'all. Kick back and relax. I'm actually early. I go up in 10 minutes, right? That's right. You're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUCI in Irvine. Aloha, Alova. All right, there we go. That's right. That's one thing about the podcast, yo. It ain't easy. So there's always troubleshooting involved, and when troubleshooting happens, it's always good to kind of fix it before the show goes on, right? So with that being said, y'all kick back and relax. Party's about to begin, alright? And that's what I'm talking about. Alright, yeah. Just need to do some touch-ups here for a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Share. Let me copy the link. One last time, y'all. Get it going on right now. Yeah. How's everybody doing? That's right. Alright. That's right, y'all. Let me check something for a quick minute. And then I gotta go on the air. Alright? You know, it's been a long road. It's been a long road, y'all. So, that's one thing about doing this thing. It's been a long road, y'all. I wish it was easier, but it's never not. You know what I mean? So just kick back and relax. We'll get this thing started right here. Alright. 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 I forgot about my good old Twitch. Give me a quick minute, y'all. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. How y'all doing? If you guys want to know what's going on, it's all about this today. I'm just waiting on some other people right now. And we'll take it from there, alright? And then we got this. That's right. We got this right here. Right here, let's play with this a little bit. Yeah. That's right, y'all. Let me just go ahead and get everything situated at the moment. And then when things start, we'll make it happen, alright? That's right. Just give me a quick minute, y'all. Got 5 more minutes. Yeah. Alright. The angles are different, but it'll do, you know. Yeah, you know, this'll do. Life's not over. This is not no Tomorrowland kind of event. You know, it's kind of like a little mini studio, you know. But I think the angles will do. So it is what it is, and we'll take it from there. All right. Yeah. I go on there for 5 minutes, right? So technically, by the email mandate, there's no one indoors except me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off, right? There you go. But for now, let me just go ahead and chill and relax, and then we'll take it from there, right? Alright. Okay, well, we got 4 more minutes, y'all. And then we'll take it from there. Alright, that's all I gotta say. That is right. That's right. I hope y'all can hear me. I know I have a special guest coming to the studio. It's actually a returning guest. Well, there's no one in studio right now. So yeah, well, I actually have a returning guest. I consider him a mentor because you know, he's very involved with the music industry himself. So you know, he's coached me through the years, gave me some tips and pointers. So you know, without him, the show wouldn't be where it's at now, and that's on a 100%. You know, with just the little things, you know. So we'll kick back and relax, y'all. Go on air 3 minutes just to be safe. You'll never know what happens, right? So you're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUC on Irvine. Aloha, Alova. That's right, y'all. I go on air in 3 minutes, alright? In 3 minutes. Alright, there's no one there's no one here, so I can go ahead and pull it down for a little bit, alright? Until then, kick back and relax, because you're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUC on Irvine. Aloha, Alova. And it is right. You're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUC on Irvine. Kick back and relax. I go on air in 3 minutes, alright? So you're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUC on Irvine. Aloha, Alova. Do some adjustment here. That's one thing about video cameras. They're not they're not, I don't know, for some reason, the reason why I actually, the reason why I basically have a multi-camera experience, because this camcorder is so small. It's like a cigarette box, trying to make everything perfect, and I think that's where the downfall is, you know. And that's why I think GoPro it's much more of a better quality. All right, so I'm going on there in 1 minute. All right, kick back and relax, y'all. Alright. So that's it. Alright, hold on. Let me stay focused for a minute, y'all. And then we'll take it from there, alright? Alright. Check. Oh, alright. Alright, so let me go ahead and remind you. I'm the only one in the studio, so per email, I know my station manager's watching. Per email, I'm gonna go ahead and talk with the mask off, alright? Alright. Let me go ahead. Okay, I'm just making sure the timing is all correct. That's right. Alright. Almost there, y'all. I'm just doing this because I guess it's like a little blanket. As you can see, the weather's changing, so we'll see what happens. AlohaAlova. You're now listening to the AlohaAlova radio show, brought to you by your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUCI Irvine. Happy AlohaAlova Thursday, y'all. Oh, wait. You know what? I said that last week. Happy AlohaAlova pre-Friday, y'all. And that's what I'm talking about. The weekend starts now. And that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Special shout out to those that are actually listening on the road, in the car, on the dial. 88.9 FM, KUCI Irvine, or via the TuneIn app by going to www.kuci.org. What will happen is it'll make you download the TuneIn app to where you can listen to KUCI 24/7, 365, all the time, y'all. But right now you're listening to the AlohaAlova radio show, brought to you by your boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUCI Irvine. Today is special. You want to know why it's special? All right. Well, the beauty about KUCI and its staff, internal and external, is the fact that we're very community oriented. You know, since 1969, KUCI has been providing the best of underground and freeform radio, y'all. For information, go to www.kuci.org. So going back to what I was saying about community oriented, I actually have a returning guest. You may be saying, what do you mean a returning guest? Well, obviously since 2020, we've been in pandemic mode, aka kind of like remote slash mask indoor mandate. So the limitations very visible, but UCI, on top of its engineering, knows how to play the game. So what I mean by that is that yes, we are in an indoor mask mandate, but when you're in the station by yourself, how can you get it when you're the only one in the station? So with that being said, going back to my community topic I was going to talk about. Okay, so going back to what I was saying about that is that I actually have a good comrade coming to the station, and what he brings to the table is truth and mentorship, and in the end, he's a friend of mine. You know, a friend that's been there in the beginning, even before COVID, even before. I would like to say years ago, because you know I've been here for 5 years strong, and with his mentorship, with his advice, and with just his communication, has helped me become a better person as a DJ, as a person, and in the end, as a better, I guess, radio affiliate. With that being said, you know, just kick back and relax. But before I go, make sure you add KUCI to the social networks. On Instagram, at KUCIFM. On Twitter, at KUCIFM. On Facebook, at facebook.com/KUCI.org. Or on, I guess you can say YouTube. What'll happen is go to youtube.com and search KUCI FM, and what'll happen, it'll bring a whole playlist of multiple outlets that where you can see KUCI's past, present, and future work, y'all. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, with that being said, I'd like to know if you guys are on the app, facebook.com/AlohaAlova. And what will happen is that I'm actually this is supposed to be a surprise, but yet, I know he knows. You know what I mean? So with that being said, we're actually live streaming his interview. We're going to talk about how life is before, after, and during COVID, and how's he been doing as a DJ, alright? Kick back, relax, y'all. Alright. So, as you can see, I was in the air in a little bit. You know, I was in the air a little bit. So, with that being said, today is special. It's all about class of 95, Saddleback High School, Santa Ana 714, y'all. This is all about you guys and J-Rod in the mix, alright? So kick back, relax. I'm going to open the doors and let's get this party started, alright? You're now watching the AlohaAlova TV show with the boy DJ Mac on 88.9 FM, KUCI Irvine. Aloha, Alova. Alright, Jerry. Taking a toll on me, brother, but
really?
Yeah, you know, what can we do, man? What can we do? Alright, I got someone special in the house. If you want, you can say hi to the cameras. We got camera one right here. What's up? We got this is the main camera.
The main camera, huh?
Yeah, here's the main.
AlohaAlova.
That's right. You know, so it's all about J-Rod in the mix right now. If you want to kick it, you know, I shared this page to hopefully all the group pages out there. So
cool.
So I guess let's go ahead and get this party started. You're now watching the Saddleback High School Class of 95 reunion party, y'all, and that's what I'm talking about. First off, I'm very blessed and honored to be part of the show today. I have someone special, inspiration to the game, a mentor, and overall, a friend. You know, especially during this COVID pandemic times, I've been through a lot of soul searching. You know, I lost a lot of homies. I lost a lot of people in my life. And one thing that I truly that I realized is mental health is real. You know, I just found out on Tuesday. I'm not gonna say no names, you know, but a victim of COVID actually survived, but he committed suicide because of it.
Wow.
So it's like you die either this way or you die either way, and he couldn't control it. And the hard part about it is that I mean, dude, he was like the VP of sales. I mean, his status was high, all right, but he went on cycle. He didn't know how to cope with it, and he just committed suicide. And when I went to work, I was all freaking out because like he's the guy that I talked to, you know. So he's kind of like, technically he's my coworker, but we'll save that topic for another day. This is all about this guy right here, J-Rod in the mix. Yay! Woo! That is right. I'm glad to have you, man.
I'm glad to be back here, man. It's been a while, and
nothing beats these CDs on the wall, man. So
yeah,
you know.
I see you got new gear.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
It's not from the 1960s, 70s.
Yeah, you know,
up to date.
You know, me and the station manager always like to get at it because, you know, for some reason the board, it's been working so long, you know, but then like the newbies come out, hey man, this is so grandfatherish, you know. And luckily, you know, with the amount of investment, time, and sale, we were able to get it at a killer deal. Yeah, now we're running a full Ethernet board.
Yeah,
it's awesome, man. So it's awesome, you know.
Less buttons. And
yeah, it's pretty simple.
You're not moving buttons and pressing buttons on eggshells.
Yeah, I know. And turning dials, you know, the turning dials, man.
Crazy,
so,
man.
yo, man, I mean, like, how's life as a DJ post pandemic? I mean, I've noticed like through your posts on the social feed, it looks like you're going back into full time. You know?
Yeah, man, it's been super busy. It's just incredible. I think this is last Saturday was my first Saturday without having a gig. I had a gig Friday, but it was Saturday that I didn't have a gig, and it felt pretty good, man. It's needed.
Oh yeah. You know, right now the supply and demand is so out of control, man. Like, okay, so obviously with the pandemic going to its prime in 2020, all my gigs got canceled, right? So I'm all like, whatever. You know, I'm just I have other things to do. But once I think springtime, Governor Newsom said no more mask mandate.
Right.
Boom! I've been getting gigs almost every Saturday. And now that things are slowing down because everyone's going back to school, and everyone's trying to be cautious right now because I heard there's a new strain called the BA5 or 4 or whatever.
That's all kinds of strains, but I mean, what can you do? It's like normalized now.
Yeah.
It's normalized. Yeah, we were all scared. I was scared, you know, when it started. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. I just prepared. And hopefully everything would go smooth.
Yeah. You know, it's I don't know, you know, like as technology goes, you know, diseases are always going to change. So I kind of think about this new strain of COVID kind of like being like the next cold, you know, or the next flu shot.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, you know. I try my best to look at it from the bright side, knowing that at least like people are aware now, and vaccines are available, and you know it's gonna be all part of our lives, you know.
Yeah, it's just like chickenpox and whatever else was. I mean, there's a bunch of crap out there that you know, it just affects us differently. Like you got the monkeypox now, and like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like now you got to worry now what they're gonna tell us to get a vaccine. What's next?
Yeah.
You know? It's just crazy, but you know, I'm glad to be back, man. It's been a while.
I can tell you, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, KUCI during the pandemic, we were playing remote, so a lot of the recordings were done in my other studios. But I can tell you, I had like this personal breakdown too of like coming back. You know, I was always freaking out. So what happens next? Is the station gonna shut down and close its doors? I was like, oh no, not. But we were able to get approval, you know, and once we went back in the air, I was like, man, I just felt so honored and blessed, man. You know, I mean, like the pandemic impacted besides the personal aspects of businesses too. You know, I used to go to a Jack in the Box like for a while, and the one right across the street from my house, it closed down.
Yeah.
I mean, like think about it. If I mean, it's kind of like a chain command. If you have to, if you, for instance, if you work at home, and there's no need to go out, that's why gas prices is up. So the supply.
Yeah.
I mean, so everything leverages out, and I just hope in the end that there's more continuous research about how we're able to of the information involved, just being able to kind of get more vaccines and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, because, you know, we come a long way. We're getting older.
I know.
We gotta worry about our health too. Before we used to worry about our folks.
Yeah.
And, you know, we didn't worry about ourselves because we were young. We could recoup right away. But
I know,
now
we
it's
can just
like,
wait, yeah.
you know, it's like, man. But
I agree,
I'm
man. I agree.
glad to be back. I'm glad that your show's still going on. And
5 years strong, brother.
5 years, man.
5
and
years, man.
Nothing's holding you back, and I'm glad, and it's good to know that you're full speed ahead. And
yeah, you
another
know,
5 years, another 15 years.
I hope
years.
so. You know, his name is Mike Kredinsky, and he's actually he does a show here, but I don't think I'll ever beat him. He's like 62 years strong, so he's like 80 years old, right? He's on the top of the. I mean, he's on the tip of the iceberg. But man, it's like I wish to be. I wish I can reach him to one day, but I doubt it. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's hard. You know what I mean? Especially with life, when life comes to you in all angles, it's hard to kind of manage. But hey, I take it show by show, day by day, man.
Absolutely.
You
I
know?
mean, that's the only way to take it. You learn, you evolve, and whatever comes your way, you just run with it.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
man.
we went through COVID. We ran with it. We punched COVID to.
There you
I don't
go.
know how many times you got it. I got it a couple of times. But
I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay. Well, yeah, I got it. I got it once, and it was. I'm not gonna blame my kids, but I got it because it all started the Christmas vacation with the kids, right?
Okay.
So what happened is that, I mean, my kids went to school, right? But then when they came back, my daughter's best friend just came back from China. I was like, oh man. I mean, you know, the first thing the first thing that came to my mind is, oh no, okay, I'm gonna stay cool. But all of a sudden, like, I mean, like I'm here, like the cough sounds different. You know, it's not like no.
It wasn't a dry cough. It was
it was like a whoop. I don't want to say whooping, like where you're gonna like pass out. Like
it was
cough.
an extended cough.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, this is not sounding right.
Right.
So they're like, okay, so at the same time, it's like maybe around January, I think Martin Luther King holiday or whatever. I was like, all right, so let me think. All right, so because at the same time, I have to know how to manage the kids, you know, if they got it versus like the radio show and all that stuff. At the same time, I'm getting calls or inquiries about the gigs too. I'm like, oh damn, I don't want to be in the middle of everything, getting all stuck. So yeah, it was confirmed, you know. So I was like, dang. So I forced myself into hibernation, dude. I kind of like, let me just stay in my room and let me just focus on music. Get this COVID quarantine, get it over with. That way, when I come back and get tested again, boom, I'm already set for the next 2 months.
Right.
So I was able to like, okay, yeah, you know, my whole family got it, you know, and obviously with the schools going back for Christmas, I was like, oh well, we gotta do what we gotta do. This is what our plan is. So luckily, we're able to keep busy and get tested weekly. That was very important because, you know, it was kind of counting the days.
Right.
You know, I was like, oh damn. So okay, if I got it during Martin Luther King holiday, okay, that means Super Bowl time. You know, parties getting called up or whatever. At the same time, I'm getting gigs for weddings. I'm like, okay, so everything is going accordingly, so let me just hibernate some more. At the same time, get tested like every Wednesday. And 2 weeks after, I just to be on the safe side, which is always good, I still got tested like 2 weeks after, just to make sure. You'll never know, like double checking, triple checking. Because in the end, okay, so now I can go back full force, knowing that the vaccine slowed it down. It's not in my body no more, and boom. And the next thing you know is spring comes, summer, and all of a sudden no more mask mandates, so everyone's acting normal again,
Yeah.
or a new normal. You know, so all of a sudden KUCI is getting okay. Well, we need you guys to come back over here because like we got so used to doing it remotely. I mean, okay, no more remote. You know, we have to. Okay, I know it's easy, but now we got to kind of drag our feet around.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, I'm a DJ first, so I was like, oh no, you know, I've been waiting for this moment for the last 2 years.
Right.
So I came here, man. I just had to have a moment like of thought and say thank you. You know, I mean, thank you for still holding it down.
Yeah.
You
absolutely.
know, the same assorted jewel cases,
Yeah.
dirty floors. Hey, but this is what you call KUCI, man. You know what I mean? And
This is what makes KUCI.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Lot of years of searching, because obviously, you know, it's the pathway to the CDs and, you know, to the booth and
Yeah,
just making it
exactly,
run,
man.
But,
Exactly.
but yeah, COVID. I think last time I got COVID was the beginning of the year. That's how I started, on the 1st. I don't think I went out for anything, but I don't know. I think one of my kids had it. They went to a funeral. They came back and they felt sick. They didn't really say much, but surprise.
Yeah.
But it was only like a week and a half.
Yeah.
It was a week and a half. The first time I got it was 4.5 weeks. I don't know if I had it, but it was January of 2020.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Was it 2020? 2019? Yeah, 2020. I didn't. Nobody knew really.
Yeah,
what it
at
was.
that time, and I think I might have gotten it at the same period, like a bad cold, because I sounded different too. But we didn't. It was too new that we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing with the game. Let me just buy some dry. It starts with the. It started like just cough medicine. We'll just I want to say drama something. But Robitussin, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I just took some Robitussin. I thought everything was going to be easier. And then obviously, this new strain, I was like, oh, all right, well.
I took a lot of NyQuil, a lot of, you know, whatever I could get my hands on. I didn't know what it was. I didn't really go to work. I went to work, then I didn't go to work, and then 4.5 weeks later, 3.5 weeks later, it went away. It was pretty bad. Never felt that. Felt like I got hit by a bus.
Oh,
But
yeah?
then I got sick again last year, like in July. Matter of fact, it was a year ago. In July, I got sick, and I remember I had a wedding to do, and I felt like shit. I looked like shit, and went to go do the gig. Luckily, it was when everything was starting to pick up.
Yeah.
I kind of hid myself where I was at, but I was dying, man. I tried to do everything just by text with the groom and bride, and you know, not to get them all alarmed because it wasn't COVID. I tested negative,
Yeah.
but it was like a really bad summer cold. That's what they called it, a summer cold.
Oh, summer cold.
But I'm like, I've never heard no summer cold. What the hell?
Yeah.
And it took me 2 weeks because I remember I did. I was booked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those 2 weekends, man, I was dying, man. Luckily, one of the weddings. The most important things are the weddings. I could do pre-recorded mixes for the other stuff. Nobody will probably know, you know, unless they hear me play that mix somewhere else, you know. But
Yeah.
But the weddings I had to be on point, had to be ready, had to, you know, just had to get it going, and man, it was truly hard. Luckily, one of the weddings, the first wedding I did when I felt sick, it ended.
Oh, yeah?
It ended early.
Oh, wow.
It ended early because everybody got too jacked up.
Oh, basically they were hammered, huh?
Yeah, they got really hammered, and the bride and groom were tore up, and they said, just everybody's going home. We're going to go to after party. Whoever wants to go, and you could go home. say no more, man. I packed up and took off, man.
There you go.
I called my kids, hey, you guys unload the truck. I'm going to bed. But no, it was pretty bad. And then I got sick again. It wasn't COVID again, but it just felt like a flu, almost the same thing, but different waves of how I felt. But I lost my almost for a whole year. I think in July or the second time, right around August, October, I got sick again, and I lost my sense of smell and taste.
Oh wow.
And I just got it back recently.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and it
Wow.
was pretty crazy. Nothing tasted the same. Oatmeal didn't taste the same. Coffee didn't. I love coffee, but it didn't taste the same. Didn't smell the same. Nothing.
Oh wow.
But it wasn't COVID, so who knows?
Yeah, yeah, you know, and that's one thing too about the bacteria. Is they continuously change, and you know, it's gonna be part of our lives. You know, I know for a fact, like as long as there's further research, vaccines are available. I think you know, hey, I'm just glad you're still alive, brother. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
same here, man. Cause man, it'd be different, bro.
Yeah.
If you weren't around, and you know, I'm sure we lost a lot of classmates.
Yeah, you know, I want to dedicate. I know on the Facebook, this show is dedicated to Jenny Littlejohn. But if there's anybody in this picture, class of '95, or any Saddleback alumni from the past, present, or future that you know that's been died of COVID. During the first wave, when I say first wave, like during before the Delta one, the new one, the first one, right? Well, we'll call it 1, 2, and 3. When the first period, you know, that's when I knew everyone was dying almost every other day. My uncles in LA died. It was just bad, bro.
Yeah, it hit a lot of people, man. Like
Yeah.
like people that you didn't expect, like at work, like a lot of customers. Not a lot of customers, but customers that you kind of have a relationship with. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
They see you, they greet you, they welcome you to their business, and you know whatever you need, even though you're there to service their equipment or whatever you're doing, they would treat you like family.
Yeah, exactly.
And then from one minute to another, you know, boom, 2 of the people are gone.
Yeah,
And it's like, man, that's crazy. But yeah, I know probably a lot of classmates went through COVID and their families, and
yeah.
and you know, hopefully most of them, 99% of them, probably still alive.
Well, I hope so. You know, if you know anybody in this picture, let me go ahead and show this to you. If you know anybody in this, can you find yourself?
Who still has that picture? Who still has that picture?
Yeah, yeah. You guys tell us who still has this picture. You know, if anything, if you want, you can call. I'm actually using my phone right now, but if you want, you can go ahead and call the station 949-824-5824, or you can actually message us or DM us on either Jerry's link or my link. You know, this show is all about class of 1995, Saddleback High School, Santa Ana. Don't get that twisted, y'all, because there may be a Santa Ana, a Saddleback in Minnesota or whatever. But this is all about class of 95, Saddleback High School. Oh, man. You know, it's funny, like, even to this day, I've been going to Tony's Barber down the street off of Bristol and Warner.
Okay.
And hey, you know, still there, and I'm just blessed that everyone, you know, it was like during the pandemic we couldn't even get a haircut.
No, actually, I had my barber come to the house.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
I was actually looking for like a mobile barber, you know, obviously with the, my barber doesn't do that, so I just had to kind of go shaggy with the hair for a little bit, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's it. You know, if there's anybody that if anyone wants a shout out, you know, you can message us on the live feed. All right, you can message Jerry, message me, y'all, because in the end, without you, there is no J-Rod in the mix. All right, That's
or
right.
DJ Mark promo.
That's right. That's right.
Better known as Mark Mendoza.
That's right, man. Thank you.
Class of 95. Yeah.
95, man. Speaking about that, we have this yearbook. And you know, this yearbook right here. Alright, that's brand new.
Where'd you have it in
I don't, you know, honestly,
storage?
right?
Let me see, man.
Yeah, let's check it out, man. Let's check
Cleaner
it
than
out.
mine. Mine's a little, the bind's a little.
Yeah.
What do they call the spine?
Yeah, the spine.
Spine's a little jacked up. It's pretty clean, man.
Yeah, man. I do have a project going on, and for those that are actually watching right now, what's gonna happen is that I'm actually gonna upload each page to the cloud. All right, and then I'm gonna send out albums via email. And all I ask in the end is if you can do a Google review or a Facebook review on my pages, I would truly appreciate it. I'll be glad to send you the link. You know, as I said prior to the podcast, is that I did a lot of soul searching, and within that soul searching, I filtered out a lot of negativity. People were dying almost every other day, and then you hear some news that wasn't unexpected. It goes into a downward turn, you know, just like I told you maybe like 15 minutes ago. You know, my coworker survived the COVID, but he went psycho on himself, and in the end, he just got promoted to VP of sales, and life was good, but it's just he couldn't handle the COVID drama, so he just took his own life. Left 2 kids and the wife on. But what I'm trying to say is that it's people like J-Rod in the Mix or Jerry Rodriguez that's worth keeping, because you know what, he continues to provide the positive energy to give good influence. You know, and that's what I kind of realized as time goes on. And that it kind of goes back to the AlohaAlova, is because, you know, the roots of Aloha goes back to where my wife is from in Oahu, and their way of communication is basically love. You know, it's straightforward, just love, right? Love and aloha. And when leaving, I thought to myself, it's like, I felt so loved here. How can I bring that love from Hawaii, or from when I say Oahu or Waipahu, how can I bring the love from Waipahu back to California? And that's how the Aloha all over the world started. You know what I mean? But, well, you know, this is all about the class of 95, Saddleback High School, Santa Ana. Let me see. Do you see any, hold on, let me find me. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, here's me. Here's me. All right. I don't know. I mean, whoo. Oh man, you know, I look young. I look young in that picture, and this is cool.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Damn.
Yeah. Let's find you, Jerry.
I remember that face.
Yeah. And you know what? You know, while I was organizing my closets, I actually found a MacArthur yearbook of 91.
Really?
You know, the next time we meet up, and
Bring it.
yeah, I'm gonna,
Bring
yeah. You know,
I don't know if I still have. Yeah, they're right there.
Let's check this out.
Damn, big old afro right there. I didn't get a haircut that week.
There you go. There you go. There you go. That's right. That's right. I would have to admit, you know, these were the good old days. You know, the good old days of just being free. You know, free of just. I remember, like, my group of friends. You know, what we did almost every Friday. It was just hang out. Did you ever do house parties?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I really can't remember, but I knew they were around. I think. Oh, okay. I don't want to get in trouble. All right. I mean, we're talking about like 30 years ago. What happened? But DPs.
Oh yeah. I used to have some in my house.
Oh, there you go. All right. You know, I remember the DPs. Yeah, the ditching parties, just hanging out with folks, and
Sorry, I'm actually sending messages to some
yeah.
of the people from class of '95.
No. Do your thing. I'm just, I'm just glad to have you as a guest. And what's gonna happen is that we're just gonna share the pictures. Oh wow.
So from all these people here, who are you in one of these popular groups? Because I wasn't. I say to myself, I don't know if I could say I was shy, or I guess I was shy. Were you in any of these popular groups?
Honestly, I don't think so. First of all, I'd like to say rest in peace to Mauro Potts. Here, let me show you his picture. Rest in peace to Mauro Potts. I know that it's been a while since I heard of his passing, but I think it was 3 to 5 years ago.
Yeah,
that he passed away. So rest in peace. We still here, and prayers and condolences to him and his family. All I can say is that, like, here, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I mean, obviously I'm not in any of these pictures, so I kind of just kept it. I kept it kind of like, okay, so if I were to go back, I know I wrestled one. I was in wrestling one semester, but I think at that time I was just kind of because I remember I used to work at Brookstone down the street at the South Coast Plaza.
All right.
So I remember, okay, basically 75% of the time after school when 2:35, right, I would have to bone out, right? I would have to kind of not run, but kind of walk fast from the bike trail in the back, and then hit up where Pizza Hut used to be, right?
Oh, that was.
Yeah, that's where I played Street Fighter all the time.
Yeah.
So then after that, it's like, okay, if I had enough time, I can either walk from Pizza Hut straight to the mall, which is not that bad, or take the bus. But I knew bus and traffic, it would just add up. So I would end up just like double step marching, just hauling butt, from Saddleback basically to South Coast Plaza, because there's only like 5 streets. It's not that far, and then work from 2 to 9, and from then on it's like, okay, I think my dad would pick me up and take it day by day. But yeah, those were the good times, I have to admit.
I wish I would have played sports, man. It would have been cool, but no, I didn't play no sports.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, sports was cool, at that time. But if I remember correctly, I think DJ Caution used to DJ at the high. I mean, wasn't it every Friday we used to have like a DJ at lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you ever DJ at the lunch?
I did, but not a lot of people didn't know I DJ'd at Saddleback.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
the thing. Once we graduated, the following year, I did a lot of the. I went crazy. I was doing Century.
Oh wow!
I did Santa Ana High, Saddleback. I used to do the lunch during lunch and stuff, and I did a couple dances, and then someone double booked. I don't know if it was on purpose or what, but someone booked another DJ. They showed up. They set up first, and that DJ was DJing out in the party scene too.
Oh yeah.
So I showed up, and I had a pretty big system, so I knew that if I took a small system, it was gonna echo badly in the gym. So I took a big system. A bunch of lights, a big setup, everything.
There you go.
And he brought a small system, and I don't know if he's ever done a gym before, but
That's the basketball gym, right?
Yeah.
Was that like a Sadie Hawkins or something?
I don't remember what it was, man. I don't remember what it was, but what happened was he went on. I go, well, shit, we're both here. Either you could use my system or you could use yours, and that's it. He was already set up, so we set up while he played the first round. I set up. The organizer was like, "Oh, we're so sorry, we double booked." Oh, well, it's okay. There's enough time for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person who's gonna say no. Yeah, sometimes I was the prima donna, but you know, it's cool. We're doing the same thing.
Sharing
we're
the love,
vibing.
right? Sharing
Go
the
for it.
love.
If you don't like sharing the love, then why are you here?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, we both DJ'd and everything, and he was pretty good. You know, he was a beginner, and I really, like I said, a lot of people, only my close friends knew that I DJ. So that's when they said, "Oh, there's gonna be a DP at Jerry's house. It's gonna be, you know what to expect.
Yeah.
It's gonna be music." You know what? We didn't have a lot of beer and all that. Everybody brought their own. If you were able to get it, you bring it. If not,
It's all good. Yeah.
it's all good. You know, we're just there to hang out, whatever. You know, a lot of the people weren't really a lot of people I hung out with weren't really into smoking weed or anything. So when they came over to my house, you know, you could do that outside or whatever, but nobody else really.
Yeah.
We're just there to have fun, hang out. A lot of food. We ate a lot. You know, I wasn't like this before. But,
there you go.
know,
there
but hey, it was fun times. I wish I could go back, and I don't think it'll ever be another time like the '90s.
No, and that's one thing that I truly appreciate is that as time goes on, even like like our lifestyle is so unique. Like I guess what they call Gen Zers now are trying to emulate our style, but it's so I don't want to say so fake, but it's so artificially made. You know what I mean? Like, okay, being fake is like putting a mask on, saying this and that, but they're trying to copy what we experienced.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
you know, there's a big difference on trying to react. It's like, you know, like, okay, so let's bring this to context. Like, okay, Shakespeare, he made a Romeo and Juliet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Centuries later, people are still reading it, but then if Shakespeare were to be alive, it's like, yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to do, but you guys are kind of overdoing it. So what I'm trying to say is, like, in the end, you know, the Gen Zers were actually doing a very good job, you know, but to live the 90s was to live a life that was unique in its own world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's, you know, living in the neighborhoods,
Yeah.
or in the music scene,
Yeah.
the street scene. I mean,
It
okay,
was
so
crazy.
yeah. Okay, so for example, right, especially with what's going on during the pandemic, you have a lot of these car crews, right, doing donuts. But see, like, okay, when we were in the when during the 90s, it wasn't about doing donuts. It was about hanging out and see who is faster. But they think that donut style, people didn't die at the races. You know what I mean?
No.
And that's where I think we're okay. The Gen Zers or like the new generations are trying to do their own thing, but they're not being careful.
No.
And
you know, and most of the time, it's not even their cars, and
yeah.
you know, they don't care. I mean, it's just crazy how you're gonna wreck your car or wreck someone's life just doing donuts. I mean, people always done it. They've always done it. Like, I remember they used to do it behind the factories right there on Flower. You know, those factories on if you're walking north on Flower after you leave school on the right hand side.
Oh,
they used to go
yeah.
in that street, and they used to do the donuts or whatever. But it was just like a quick hurry up, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And now they're takeovers. That's what they call them.
Yeah, that's what they call them. Yeah.
Takeovers. They don't really give a shit, and you know, and people have died, and you know, if they get mad because their car got hit or they hit someone, and all those people that are already there watching get upset because someone accidentally hit someone, not accidentally, but you know, during their shenanigans hit someone, they're gonna get upset at them. Well, no, man, it's all your guys' faults.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember when Bristol used to live the life.
Yeah.
During the 90s, where it was kind of, I guess it was more considered of a cruise. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, right? Well, I basically start over here, right? And it would go all the way to, I don't want to say 17th because that's too far, but I think at 4th Street, right? Bristol and 4th?
Yeah, Civic Center, they used to come back around and go all the way. I think they would only go all the way to Sunflower at the furthest, and they would come back. But, you know, in the 90s, it was crazy because you didn't know what to expect either, like now. But I think the kids are, well, my kids don't understand why we talk about the 90s compared to now. Nowadays, people don't give a shit. They're going to shoot you, whatever. But back in the days, it was more, I don't know, I call it like a hit. If they knew who they're going to go after, they knew how they were going to handle it, you know. And it was, you knew it was hot. But now it's like, it could be a normal person and just come up to you and shoot you, and they don't even know you.
Yeah. They
don't even know you. Like, for instance, today, I live in the city of Cypress now. Someone went into the Stater Brothers with the shotgun. And this happened right like around 5 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Today.
Wow.
Someone walked into with the shotgun. I don't know if he was concealing it or whatever. They saw him. They called the cops. They went in. He barricaded himself in the bathroom. They got him out, but come to find out, he was a BB gun.
Oh, wow.
But what if it was a shotgun?
Oh, man.
That would have been ugly. You know, it's like, but you don't know what that person's going through or why they're doing it, or maybe they just want attention and that's the way they look for it. You know, but it would have been a whole totally different situation if something would have happened. You know, back in our era, shit happened all the time. You know, there were gang wars and
yeah. See, that's and I like to add to that too. There was leader. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, you know, but you know, within the I don't want to say mafia protocol. I would like to say in terms of like affiliation protocol, there was like a hierarchy of rules. All right, so like you said about like hits or whatever, you had to make sure, number one, it was the right person. I mean, there was more rules to it, and it's like I mean,
even though it sounds bad, there was a respect to what you were gonna do.
Yeah, you were gonna make sure you don't want to embarrass yourself by hitting the wrong by putting the hit on the wrong person.
Right.
And then of course the whole world's gonna the whole war's gonna come back to you because number one, you did the wrong person, and number two, that wrong person's brand, it just branches out. So it was more of an organized structure of doing things, but now it's like you said, it's like random acts that I don't know if they're news related or copycats, I believe they're called.
Yeah.
It's like I said, you know, like what the new generation is doing is just out of randomness, but yet us 90 people know that there's a sense of a sense of knowledge behind it, you know, and that's one thing that you don't go to school for. You had to learn through the streets, you know, like, okay, so I lived towards the valley area, you know, but I went to Saddleback because I knew my neighbors that went to Saddleback, so I had some type of affiliation there. But whatever block you live, whatever people you hanged out with, there's untold immoral codes that you kind of had to follow. Mm-hmm. Because if you didn't, number one, I guess you would say you would be checked, or you would be told in a nice way, you know, you should know your role. But then with today, it's because it's more of a social media thing now. Mm-hmm. Especially with the social media, it's a whole different world now. Because I remember when pages was the big thing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then, you know, I remember, you know, like during lunch, I used to have people like from Bosa Grande, just other homies, call me during lunch, so I can go to, you know, so my pager can go off, and then I would go to the front of the school and use that paper and call them back just to say hi and what's up, you know, let's kill some time on the phone, right?
Oh yeah.
But I mean, now with I guess what Drake called Twitter banging or whatever, the social media aspect of the street codes is so it's unlearned that random acts. I mean, these random acts are basically self-ignorant.
Right.
And you know, and as being a 90s baby with me and Jerry, if any acts were to happen, that there would be codes to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, so I mean, obviously you guys know that Saddleback's is in the middle of Delhi and Alley Boys. Mm-hmm. So you can see, like, you know, I remember. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was there too. When there would be fights breaking out at lunch. Mm-hmm. It just happens, but us bystanders, us lookers, we know about the situation. Just so let's let them do their thing and make sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Yep.
And that's one thing I truly appreciate too, is that nothing ever got out of hand. If it got out of hand, it would be on a weekend kind of thing where like no one was around, to where no innocent bystanders would get involved. If certain affiliates had certain beef with certain people, let them do their thing and let them sell their scores. But when we all went to school, well, I mean, honest, okay, so whether you're whatever affiliation, and this also involves race too, whether you're Asian, Mexican, white, black, or whatever, as long as you knew the untold moral codes of what the rule was at school, you would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, number one, you would obviously you would be living, because I mean that to learn something that's not told to you is pretty hard, you know, in today's world.
Yep.
Now, people send out tweets to bang, they end up getting shot up by their house. That, you know, it's like, okay, well, okay, so you're trying to prove something, but you're showing off that you're guilty in a court of crime.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's where, hey, you know, like, I don't even know those new rappers' names anymore, because they die by the minute, which you know, it's their fault. But if they wanna Facebook themselves killing somebody, go ahead and do it. But know that you're gonna be liable for the problems that come afterwards, or you're gonna be liable for the consequences that come after that.
Yeah.
But you know, in the 90s, it was, I guess, discreet. If you're gonna do it now and get it over with. That way, when time was done, you can go back to school having something to talk about. See? And everyone knew, it's like, okay, you guys did your thing. You know, we all living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I've noticed, like, towards the 95, right? A lot of changes that were actually good, because I kind of admit, I think 93 and 94 were pretty hard in terms of, like, you know, because we were like in the middle to, like, okay, we can look forward to becoming seniors, but how are we going to teach the youngins, you know, the steps that we've experienced?
Yeah.
You know? And obviously, so once the seniors, right, I mean, like 94, class of 94 did it, we were ready. And obviously, you know, from what, I mean, I'm still living, you know, I've enjoyed my fun times, you know, and from then on, I'll, you know, it's like what Biggie said, I have stories to tell. And even with my kids nowadays, you know, I mean, obviously, I don't, you know, as a parent, I don't want them to fall for that trap. So, you know, it's just the little things like that of being part of this school right here, you know, because nowadays, I think, you know, I think what the little kids do now is like, it's like a copycat of what we lived through. But hey, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But you know, there was always the untold knowledge to what you learned about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's it, man. You know. Speaking about class of 95, for those that are watching on the class of 95 page, if you want, go ahead and message Jerry, right? Because I have too many cameras I'm looking at right now. So what'll happen is that hello to my music director. She's actually watching right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, anyways, if there was anybody if there's anybody you want to talk about with regards of how at Southback High School, today's the day, because it's all about this guy right here. Who would even know? You know, how KUCI, this radio station right here, would bring us back full circle. It's a small world out there, especially when you're from Santa Ana High School. I mean, Southback High School in Santa Ana. How would you know that? You know what I mean? And it just tells you how full circle. When the smoke clears, the bullets stop.
Yeah.
How we're able to go to El Gallo Giro on a Saturday. You know, at that, I remember during the 95 and 96 when people were cruising on Bristol. That was like a war zone, man.
It was. You
know, and yeah, it was crazy. You know, and it wasn't just Santa Ana. There, obviously, you had people from LA. I mean, it got pretty big. Do you know of how distant people knew about, like, Bristol Street?
It was all over. It's like Whittier.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like Whittier. People knew about cruising in Santa Ana on Easter, and
Yeah.
people from all over the place. It's like a whole nother Whittier in Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Or they would go down Main Street, but I think Bristol was the most popular.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it too is that like thanks to social media, now this is the newer thing too, is that I hear, right, this is not like truthfully speaking, but I hear from a general standpoint, they're bringing it back, but more on a positive note. You know what I mean by that? Like I want to give a shout out to Jay McGlasson, all right? He's I believe he's class of 96 or 97 a Saddleback, but I might be wrong, all right? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I watch his posts and how they have like a biker crew that kind of bikes. Like I don't know how to explain it because
Orange County Clunkers.
Yeah. So I mean, but ain't not bad. You get exercise. You're with a group of people.
Yeah.
I mean, like I mean, they're just trying to bike Bristol, which is not bad. Something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it if I knew. You know what I mean? Because number one, you get exercise from it.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm the kind of exercise kind of guy. So, I get a special shout out to that, and it's kind of
honestly, I'm not like exercise kind of guy.
Yeah.
I do a lot of walking and eating.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I like to tell you too. One thing about the '90s, Gallo Hero was the place to be, man.
Yeah, it was good, man. But I don't know. I haven't been there in a while, and the last time I was there wasn't too.
No, well, things change, man. Like, okay, when I say change, you got like those $1.50 tacos, man, were like the size of Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were small. I was like, man, before they used to be all good, but now it's like, okay, so they got their brand, but then how come like they're so small and I have to order double the size? And obviously they want to make money.
And you know what? You could make more money selling more tacos, so they make them smaller. And it's like that everywhere, man. It sucks.
Yeah. I still sometimes go to Taqueria de Andas. That's my place where
Manuel Flores is watching. What up, man?
What up, man? What up? We got the man, the myth, the legend.
I ain't no legend, I tell you that.
Jerry Rodriguez. Hey, it's surprising, yeah, the yearbook I have in MacArthur was from '91. Did you go to Greenville?
Yeah, I went to Greenville.
Ah, dang.
I went to Greenville. I went to MacArthur. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I remember. I don't even know. I highly doubt that I have my my Greenville yearbooks, but yeah, it's a small world, especially where we live.
Let's see.
I mean, like, how would you realize that, like, the guy hanging out next to you, you're known for so long that it's a small community, it's a small world, and it's just a blessing like this to still be alive to hang out, because in the end, that's what's priceless. I guess you say, like, okay, I would like this, like Mayweather, right? He says, health is your wealth. Being alive is priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with what we're going through right now, and just to hang out and talk about the good old days. I mean, being here to talk about it is the most valuable thing at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Shit. Dude, I'm looking through all these pictures, and
there
it's
you
like,
go.
Man.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Mary Rubalcaba. How you doing? I mean, I got Jerry with me, and that's all a comrade needs, just friends to talk about the past and stuff. If you guys want me to make shout outs, message Jerry, and I'll give you guys a shout out, alright? Once again, this is the class of 1995 Saddleback High School reunion show. Without Jerry, there sure wouldn't be no me, alright? Now, if you want, you can actually hear Jerry's mix by going to www.keci.org and J-Rod in the Mix. This hour was the volume 1. What I mean by volume 1 is his mix. Like, every time he comes to the show, he gives me a mix. So obviously, volume 1 is the first mix he gave me during the from years back. And obviously, I love it. If I didn't love it, I would tell him. But that's one thing too, is that as a musician, as a DJ, he knows his stuff. and you know that's why it's radio playable. It's because Jerry's heavily deep into the industry. You know what I mean? So speaking about that, like, okay, are there any like big concerts coming up or?
What's today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be in the city of Santa Ana at the Yost.
Oh, okay.
There's a big. It's called House Issues. It's kind of like a '90s throwback event, like all hard house music, music.
Okay.
Whatever you would listen to in the backyard parties, we're gonna be playing it there. I'm opening the show. I like to open shows because I'm not a headliner.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself a headliner, but I like to open up the events because you get to hang out later on. Some people don't understand. You know, oh, you should headline this and that. No, I'm okay opening. I'm okay closing because I want to hang out.
Yeah.
I want to hang out. So I'll be opening up the event at 9 p.m. Saturday at the Yost Theater, and then my longtime buddy DJ Woody, he's gonna go right after me, and he's gonna open up for DJ Irene and Richard Humpty Vision.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You know, so it's gonna be on and cracking. There's a lot of talk about that event. So I mean, shit. Back in the night, like I said, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know from Saddleback. A lot of people didn't know I DJ. I kept it on the down low. I did my own thing. But on the weekends, I was doing quinceañeras, weddings. If you saw me there and you were from Saddleback, cool. You knew what I was doing. But you know, I was really doing a lot of clubs back then. You know, hitting the flyer parties hard and everything. I was pretty known. I did a lot of hip hop, a lot of house music, a lot of hard house and stuff like that. And you know, I still love it, man. I still love it.
I'm glad DJ Irene is still doing her thing. You know.
Yeah, man. She gets down. She always gets down. Richard Humpty Vision always gets down. So
Bad Boy Bill
gets down.
Yeah,
you know, I can't wait for Saturday. It's gonna be off the hook. There's a lot of talk about it. The last event that promoter did in LA was sold out.
Oh wow!
Like it's sold out. All the tables are sold out. I think we have a few tables here in Orange County at the Yost. We got a few tables left, but man, it's gonna be a sellout because we've been trying to bring something to Orange County to bring back like the 90s backyard flyer parties, you know, stuff, you know, memories.
Yeah. To kind of re-emulate
like
the memories.
Barbecues,
you know?
the music, the barbecues on Sunday, all the map points, you know, the flyer parties, the hand drum flyers. Or when we got really creative, we had the money, we would go to, you know, to the event. We would get a professional designer, and we get them professionally printed, and then we used to go out to the other parties and pass out flyers.
Yeah.
You know, like we used to do a lot of the Westminster Manor, the Old World Hall.
Yeah, off the Beach Street, right?
Yeah. Like, man, I used to do all kinds of stuff. So, doing this event on Saturday, it just brings back a lot of memories, a lot of. I'm gonna be digging for some good shit. So I can
play that's what I'm talking about.
I'll be playing some rock en español, some K-rock, some hard house, some classic 90s house music. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, man.
So I don't know, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll be back doing weddings and
there you go.
316s like nothing else.
Yeah, there you go, man. You know, hey, man. There's so much to talk about, man. What if you were to go back to the 90s now with reference to Saddleback High School life? Would there be anything you wanted to do? What I mean, like, would you be more involved with DJing, or did you like how you did it at that time? What I mean by that, okay, if I like, okay, yeah, you know, my name is DJ Mac or whatever. I wish I was the music director, or you know, like, did you want to be more involved with Saddleback, or did you just want to kind of like, do you appreciate what you did and kind of like kept it low key, or were you always hungry for more of the fame? You know what I mean?
Man, it's kind of hard because if I go back, I don't think I would change much. But Yeah, I wish I would have been more out there, like people knowing that I was a DJ and doing what I was doing. But there was a lot of shit going on, a lot of stuff going on, and obviously girls and music, and that kind of stirred me away from other stuff. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
at one point,
Well, I'm sorry to break you up, but I like to admit, I'm not gonna say no names. Southback High School had a lot of beautiful girls.
they
I
did.
wish I could tell you their names, but I'll get in trouble. We'll save that for next time, all right? I'm sorry.
For
Go
sure.
ahead.
At one point, I was gonna leave. I was gonna leave to the Navy.
Oh wow.
I was gonna go to the Navy, and just right after high school, just bounce and boom, that's it.
Wow.
And it would have changed. It would have changed a lot, but I just hesitated, and I had a leg injury at the time, and
Oh, yeah?
and I couldn't. I went to, and it's crazy because a couple of my buddies and I went over to El Toro Marine Base, and we did our thing over there, and we weren't fit.
Oh,
We
yeah.
weren't fit, man. Those, I don't know if you guys remember those Dominator pizzas, man. Those were
Yeah.
the Pizza Loca and all that.
Yeah.
Man.
There you go. There you go.
Serrano's the burrito place right there by where I lived on Main Street in St. Andrews. Man, that kind of set me back a little bit, and then with the leg injury, that you only have a certain amount of time to get there. So with that being said, I got kind of, I guess, discouraged, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna work, DJ, and whatever else. I wasn't really looking for fame. I don't think I was famous. I don't think I'm famous. I just do what I do, and whatever comes around comes around. Like, I've DJ for celebrities. I still DJ for singers and stuff like that. But sometimes I post pictures, sometimes I don't. It doesn't really. It's just another person.
I wanted to change subject for a little bit. You have 2 sons, right?
I have 4 sons.
4 sons. The
Four sons and 2 daughters.
The reason why I ask is I like to give a special shout out to both your sons that are actually a Marines, right?
Mm-hmm.
May I know their name?
Anthony and Eric.
I want to give us a special shout out to J. Rod and Mix's 2 sons, Anthony and Eric.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because I'm mentoring my son to enlist into the military. The reason why is because I'm gonna tell you something. As a DJ for over like 20 years, yes, it's fun, but the downside is like I've never went overseas. I mean, like I want to give a special shout out to Anthony and Eric due to the fact that, number one, the government perks are given to you.
Yeah.
There's so many positives that come out from joining the military. It took me, right, at least 44 years. Well, I'm not gonna exaggerate, 30-something years before I found out recently of some perks. Okay, one perk I just found out about is the VA home loan.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't have to have no down.
Nope.
I mean, like, okay, you're saying, why am I talking about house and stuff like that? Because, number one, that means, like, okay, if you join the Navy, you join the Army, you join the Air Force, you can have basically a loan, 0 down, and walk into a house that's yours under your title.
Yep.
How would I know that, when I'm half, I'm old, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not old, but it made me say, dang, only if I knew about that 20 years ago, I could have had like a couple of houses.
Well,
and
let me tell you something about that. When they were not enlisting, but when you would get recruited, they would just give you whatever you told them. And this happens now because my son that just recently went, he was supposed to go last year, almost right out of high school, but he didn't because they tell you what you want to hear. And it's happened from, no knock on the Marines or no knock on or any other military branches, but that's how recruiters work.
That's how
they work. They tell you what you are interested in, what you want to do. Once you get it, and it's good, it's nothing wrong. They tell you because they want you to become part of the Marines, part of the military or something, you know. Once you're in there, I seen the changes in my kids.
Oh yeah.
Like they going, oh, I want to be a mechanic. I want to do this. They really didn't know what to do. They were between, I want to be this and I want to be that and I want to do that, this other stuff. And I remember telling them, if you really don't know what to do, and I want you guys have something already planned, already to have a guide, some kind of guidance, and if you're good at something already, why not join the military and put what you're good at? If you're good to become if you're like being a mechanic, get more knowledge by going to the Marines or the Army.
Yeah.
Some kind, whatever military branch that offers you what you want to do, what you feel comfortable doing. If one of my kids wanted to be a marksman.
Hey.
He wanted to go there. He wanted to be in the front lines, no doubt about it. He was a go-getter. He just wanted to go and fight. But then he's like, no, I want to do this, and that. And once he went in, and when he came out, it was a totally different person, totally different mindset, and it was structured.
Wow,
it was like, I want to do this. But he didn't know about no loans. He didn't know about they could help you do this, that. They told them when they were in there already. We knew about it. We've heard about it. And we told them, oh, you need to ask about this. Maybe ask about that. But once you go in there, when you go to boot camp, it's nothing but training. They don't tell you this. You hear about it, but it's all about they got to get you through boot camp. They got to get you through boot camp. Once you get it through, getting closer to the end of boot camp, that's when they start telling you more. Telling you, hey, this is what you're going to get. This is what we're offering. These are possibilities. You could do this.
Yeah.
When you start, they tell you you could get some money, a bonus. If you go now, you'll give you more money than waiting 3 months more. You don't get as much. So that's how they reel you in, which is nothing wrong. If you're already gung-ho, ready to go to any military branch, or your mindset to go, you're ready to go. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna go. But once you get all that other information, it just opens up your mind. And I've seen it in my kids. Yeah. I got another son that just graduated. That's his next step. He's gonna go. He wants to go to the Marines.
And I'm gonna tell you, when you're in the corporate world, obviously, we're from Orange County, and I'm from we're in the KUCI, which is the I means Irvine. Obviously, like, this is where the Marines, El Toro used to be. Mm-hmm. But now it's more Irvine company houses. But let me tell you something. Where, especially, like, you say yourself Marines, basically you're handed, your title is like gold. Mm-hmm. And when you go into a corporate world, knowing that, okay, for instance, so, like, okay, my job, right? If they know that honestly, I got recruited from a Staff Sergeant Marine. I know he's retired, but what I'm trying to say is that, the little things like just being associated with the Marine. I've been coached by Marines. I've been coached by Staff Sergeants to make sure what I do, and, just kind of like the simple things. But to walk out of the boot camp knowing that, like, there's so many avenues of opportunities out there. Like the world. Especially when you're in the military. Especially with inflation, especially with crime. When you come out of the military, it's like you're on a higher plateau of life.
Yeah.
And man, I'm trying to let my kids know is that let gasoline and let inflation be an example of how to join the military. So at least think about the positive way of getting discounts from something.
Yeah.
Besides the schooling, besides affordability, know that there's discounts going to be on the line if you join, and it's only 4 years, right?
You gotta take advantage of whatever you're offered. That's it.
And it's only 4 years. Look, I've been here 5, and I should have joined. You know what I mean? So, I mean, think about it that way. It's so many opportunities.
You want to go? We'll go to the Army Reserves.
Hey.
Once a week, I think. I said.
Yeah.
Once a week. I mean, we won't pass. I probably won't pass the physical fitness the first couple of 4 months, but you probably pass it. But I'll try. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was even thinking about it. I was like, if these guys could do it, I could do it.
Yeah.
Why not? You know. So whoever wants to join the reserves.
Yeah.
You were part of class of '95 in Saddleback. Join me. We'll put together our own battalion or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Our own
there
squad.
You go.
You know, we probably won't get far, but
Well, you know, speak about our battalion. I think this is our battalion right here.
Imagine.
There you go, class of '95 battalion right here. You know, nothing. I mean, this is all of us. You know what I mean?
Imagine having a reunion, an actual reunion somewhere, and having all these people there. Whoever's still alive and in spirit, it'd be great.
Oh, man.
If you look back and you see all these people back then, a lot of us, we had our own little groups and everything, but somehow in the classroom we talked.
Yeah.
You know? And then we went divided back to our own little groups of friends and whatever, but imagine all the stories that we could hear from everybody.
I know. We know so many,
it would probably take years to listen to all the stories.
Yeah, you know.
Of what happened from the time we left school to now.
Well, I know '95 was probably one of my last days of like, don't take this the wrong way, but I guess true happiness. Mm-hmm. Because obviously, once I graduated, I went straight to community college. So number one, besides like venturing off in my own community college world, at that time I was barely getting into music. Mm-hmm. You know, I was like you know, because I was always into rap, you know, Bay Area music. So, you know, I had more time to myself to learn what I want to do in life. Mm-hmm. You know, and you know, because I went to fall of '95 Orange Coast College, so I went like from school to school to school. I mean. And I have to admit, the reason why, even today, the reason why I guess I elaborate on the class of 1995 Saddleback High School is because it's probably one of the most times I enjoyed life. You know, like when I mean enjoyed life is like knowing that I had the best time ever. Now it's different because like, okay, as a parent, obviously you have the best time with your kids, but when you are young and free, and then hanging out with your homies, whether it be at Bullwinkle's, you know, Bullwinkle's, oh man, DPs, you know, okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. I remember one time, I guess this was during the Halloween time, right? And we had we just. After school, we just boned out to Magic Mountain. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it was like, it's the little simple things like that. Now it's like, okay, well, I can't do that because, you know, obviously, radio show this, DJing this. So, I mean, I was like, man, '95 was probably one of the best years of my life, man. You know, cool, yeah, straightforward. You know, and to this day, that's why I'm very blessed and honored to be part of here. I don't know. I'm right here. Obviously, I'm just a little polka dot over here. I see my group of friends around me.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think I'm in somewhere. Honestly, I don't even remember where I was at. I was gonna zoom in.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the phone thing.
Yeah, you're gonna zoom in, man.
You know what? I've done this. I've done this before.
Okay, right? Let's go for it.
The phone and look closer. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know where the hell I would be. I think I'm like right here somewhere, right here. I see my buddy Ruben.
Oh, there you go. How's he doing?
Ruben's doing good. Ron Corona's doing good. Fabian's doing good.
There you go.
I don't know where the hell am I.
Do you, by any chance, do you still talk to anybody? You know, I know I just basically asked a double question. Like, you still talk to Ruben and Fabian? How they doing?
Yeah, they're doing good. I talked to Ruben. Lives in Victorville.
Oh wow.
Fabian still lives in Santa Ana. I talked to both of them. Fabian's my oldest son, godfather. And then Ruben's still a great friend. He, like I said, he lives in Victorville, and I talk to him once in a while. When he's in town, he comes over to the house. Most of the times we meet at my dad's house, at my parents' house, because it brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
And a lot of people from Saddleback went to my house. And we either ditching parties or parties or whatever it was. It was cool. I mean, and every time we go there, it's memories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still talk to quite a few people. I might not talk to them every day or whatever, but I have them on social media, and I see what they do with their families or themselves or whatever. So it's great, to have, people like them, see how they're doing and stuff. I wish I had more people from Saddleback on there, but shit, maybe I just go through my yearbook and see where they're at.
Yeah, I would like to say, like, maybe at the most, you're probably the most activist person that from Saddleback High School that I keep in touch with. Unfortunately, just like I said before, life's so different out of past '95.
Yeah.
Obviously, I got more into the music business, and I had to start from scratch, and then the road led me to multiple different people in the industry, and I don't really talk to anybody at the most you. Maybe I do see people around the way, like for instance, like if I were to go to Irvine Spectrum, I'll see a couple folks, you know what I mean? But the interaction's like high and by. It's not like we were ever best of friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I have you here, is because like our communication, it brings back good memories, and we have so much in common, that's why like we choose to, it's like we're meant to be communicating all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that and like, but as far as anybody else, nah.
I have people from Saddleback High School from our class. I wasn't close to them, or we just, they were like, hey, what's up? I had them in classes or whatever. Now I have them in social media, and that's what, it's even though we weren't close back then, it's good to see them still
breathing,
doing their thing, and see how they evolved, and how everybody evolved. I've been DJing, what, 35 years?
There you go.
35 years, been in the music, all this time, and it's like, it goes away a little bit, comes back, but everybody knows me as, a DJ, and
there you go.
Even though I have a busy life, I run baseball, I have a huge region of baseball leagues. I have about 25 baseball leagues, pony baseball leagues. I run all the tournaments along with other people here in Orange County and South Bay, all the way from South Bay to, I think our furthest league down south is Dana Point.
Wow.
All the pony baseball leagues, all the all-star tournaments, anything to do with pony baseball, I deal with.
I want to ask you, like, on a personal note, how were you able to manage pony baseball, being a father, and music? Was there like ever a hierarchy you had to do?
No.
Or was it like, well, I mean, like, was there a time where you had to cut out your social life and just focus on those first?
Yeah, sometimes being super busy with music and baseball. Like right now, our baseball tournament all-stars are pretty much done. They're out of our region. They're out of our Southern California. They're already playing either World Series in a different state or up north or wherever they're being held. So we're done. My last game was about 2 weeks ago. That was my last tournament here. I did have a chance to go to New Orleans to do the World Series for 10U. Mustang 10U, but no, man, I'm good. Even though it's free,
oh yeah,
Pony pays for it. I'm good. you know, I work full time, and you
Dang.
know, it's busy. But sometimes music, sometimes like I said earlier, Saturday was my first Saturday off, and it just like, oh,
How's it feel
you
to have a
know,
day off? You know
it
what I mean?
feels good. It like I don't want to do shit. I just want to. I didn't go to the baseball park. I nothing. Just I blocked off all the baseball stuff out. You know, so it's just concentrating. And by the way, since I think the last time I've been here, I have a grandkid. I don't think I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah, I have a grandkid. He's 2.5. He's gonna be 3 years old in November.
Oh, congratulations,
So
man.
thank you.
Yeah.
So that keeps me busy. You know, that keeps me busy. You know, going. You know, and with the family, it's just I tell them, look, I gotta make money. This is extra money. You know, I make extra money. We could be comfortable. We don't have to worry. Even though a lot of the kids are self sufficient, they have jobs. You know, you still have to pay bills. You don't want them to really pay for everything. You don't
Yeah,
want
you
them
always
to,
want to like
you don't
help
want them
out.
to be
You know
like,
what I mean?
oh, you know, I gotta pay this. No, keep your money. Use your money, just like my parents did. You know, yeah, I gave them money back in the days and everything, and I did my thing. I made money. I like to have money, and the same way with them. I don't want to. They're self sufficient now. You know, the only one that's not working is my younger daughter, but it's okay. You know, it's fine. They're all graduated high school. They're already pretty much grown. She's gonna be 18 in what is it, November, and just get a job and start living your life. And she's thinking of going to the Marines too.
Ah,
So
Semper Fi family, man.
yeah,
You know what
my
I mean?
oldest daughter was planning to go to the Army, but she got a really good job, and they're paying for her for schooling. So I think
Oh
she'll be
wow.
there. She'll be there for a while, but she's still thinking about you know, going to the Army. So hey, my oldest son's the one with the grandkids, so I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. But hey, I was his age when I had him, so
Oh yeah. Oh
actually I
okay.
was younger when I had him, but was it? Shit, I don't remember. I think I was like I had him in '97. So yeah, it pretty much about the same thing. You know, it's cool. Whatever. You know, he has a job. You know, he handles his shit. So that's it. You know, and but having a grandchild, it keeps me busy.
I mean, like, I mean, my kids are still they're basically preteens. But how does that role of grandfather feel? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know how it feels yet. So,
You know how they
but
say.
I mean, like, okay, so okay, by having a grandchild, does that mean like okay, that means less time on music, or does that mean like no more pony ball? Or do you get what I'm
No,
trying to say,
no,
or
no.
do you just put it all in one bucket and let it balance itself?
So basically, what it is on my downtime, which is after work or if I don't have to do anything else, it's dedicated to him. You know,
Mm.
I stay with him. I watch him. I babysit him when you know when my son's at work or you know whenever, and I just watch him and just he's 2.5. He has a tablet. He probably knows how to work it better than I do.
Oh yeah.
But you know he watches his games. He's I don't know
Yeah.
why, but
There you
they're
go.
so smart in you know scrolling, picking shows. He likes music. He likes dancing. When I do play some music, you know, I like playing some house music or whatever.
There you go.
He's there listening, you know, dancing and grandpa, you know what, you know. So I give him a one of the oldest records that I don't really use. I give it to him. He just stares at it
Yeah. There you
and then
go.
puts it down, and that's it. You know, I mean,
There you go.
you know, maybe later on when he's a little bit more open minded, he catches on to things. You know, maybe I'll introduce him to what I do. But, you know, like I said, money, whatever money I could get right now, whatever money you could get your hands on, get it. Save it, whatever. And my kids understand, hey, can you watch, you know, my son's at work. Your brothers are at work. Your brother's at work. Can you watch, someone needs to watch the baby while I go make some extra money. You know, the extra money I get is for food. You know, so you know, I don't know. I just liked having extra money. It
Yeah.
feels good because for the pandemic, man, it was dead.
Yeah. It was hard, man.
It was dead. You know,
hard.
it was really not much work and everything. So now that that we're opened up and I'm getting gigs, I'm gonna take them, man. It feels
Yeah,
good
yeah,
to
you
have
got
money.
to, you got to, you know, and that's one thing as a DJ is like, you know, obviously we all had to follow the state guidelines, you know, and once if we didn't, it still didn't matter because everywhere else was closed. Like for instance, if we were going to a restaurant, how do you know if that restaurant's open or closed?
You didn't.
So I mean, you know, it was a domino cycle. So just yeah, I mean, you know, I'm pretty busy. You know, we're all busy now, and get what you can.
Yeah.
Because number one, besides like you know, you only live once, but besides that, with inflation on the rise right now, better.
That's another reason. Like I tell my kids, I'm gonna get as many gigs as I can. Like right now, I'm pretty booked up. This past Sunday, I did a wedding expo. I have gigs all the way to December 2023.
Oh, there you go.
I got weddings, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, you know, and whatever else, you know, because I do bars, I do restaurants, whatever extra I could get my hands on until I'm not able to walk and move my hands and listen to music, and that's pretty much when it ends.
Yeah.
But you know, as long as they have money and they pay for my services, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna provide good, what I think is good quality service. And you know what? Music is life.
That's right.
You know, or what I call chancla music.
He's the man of chancla music. You know what I mean?
You know, so no, I mean, get it while you can. I mean, we're not getting any younger. We're getting older, and if you're able,
Yeah, we're getting older faster too.
Right.
You know? Yeah,
and the faster and the more we do and be busy, the less we think about stuff that you really don't need to think about, like sad stuff and whatever, you know, stuff like that. Just be happy and listen to music and reach out to friends, even though you don't even really talk to them. It's good to just, you know, hey, oh shit, they're having a good time at it.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
yeah.
You know, like their pictures, comment on them, whatever. Even if you don't get no response back, but at least they know, because I done it too. Like,
yes, acknowledgement. You know what I mean?
People like my stuff and make comments, and I'm like, cool. You know, all right, cool. That feels good. Yeah, cool. You know, and then do the same thing for them. Keep them, let them know that you're there. You know, still whatever they're doing. Hey, good job, and keep on trucking.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I truly appreciate. I guess I would like to say straightforward, like with Facebook, right, with the social media platform, liking a picture doesn't mean liking a picture back and forth is a form of communication. Is also another way of communicating with the person, the faster way.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, like we're here in a show, so we're talking like you know, nonstop because we have a lot of catching up to do, but. In the event, like we were in the remote times, just liking each other's picture, it tells us that at least we're still keeping in touch.
Right.
You know, life was so hard. You know, life was very hard, and I tried my best to limit my I guess interactions on social media, and to be receiving a like from a picture tells me, hey, someone's out there appreciating me, and that brings a smile to me. You know what I mean? So the unlearned hidden advantages of being liked on a picture tells you, hey, it's some positive love out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why I got you here, man. You know, I mean, how many times have you been here? You've been here
I've been here quite a
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, something like that. You know, and it feels good every time I come back, because there's more stories to be added, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, okay, obviously the show's going to be ending soon, but we can keep talking forever. And that's why this guy right here, he's the man, you know. It's because, obviously, I think this is the first time prior to the pandemic that that, number one, the show is actually accepting guests.
Right.
And that's very important too, because, you know, especially with what's going on right now, obviously with the situation, I want to make sure that, like, whoever comes into the station has to understand, like, you know, treat it like the last, because number one, you know, there's a million other cameras that are watching us at the same time. So I have to make sure, number one, the rules are being followed, and number two, the courtesy has to be there. And you know, Jerry, he's part of the KUCI family. You know, we go way back. I mean, back when it was just one camera. You know,
yeah. An iPad.
Yeah. It was back when, like, I didn't even know how to talk. You know, it goes that far, and like, you know, through the course of times, you can see how, you know,
you evolved. Big time, man.
Yeah, and now I'm like everywhere, and you know, people.
Okay,
just...
so how many streaming services are you on?
Well, I would say four big ones. When I say four big ones, it's basically like the U.S. platforms, because obviously, you know, like, you know, there's other like international ones, but the security. Remember, I mean, it's data security too.
Yeah.
And obviously, one thing that is always emphasized is, like, you know, the viruses in the account can also hack yourself. Yeah. So like, you know, I'm very active on Facebook. I'm very active on YouTube, Twitch. Well, in 2018, I was testing a lot of other platforms, but they were more vulnerable because I can't, you know, I can't put one password and to a strange company to control it. Right. It's very hard. Right. How do I not know that how do I not know that someone hacked my account? Right. So I mean, you know, after a while, with continuous learning from you, plus, you know, learning what avenue I should go, helped me kind of like just elevated me to a higher platform. Right. And it's the little things like that are truly appreciative, because if I was on multiple sites, you know, it would be less interesting. It's like watching a replay from a replay. You know what I mean? And I want to give a special shout out because, you know, with Jerry, it's always adventurous. And whenever we do a Saddleback High School reunion show, it's not just on one topic. It's about life. Life during 95, life after, and then life today. You know, and this is totally unscripted. And, you know, and that's how, you know, with Jerry and myself, we continue to be consistent with our communication. You know what I mean? And glad to have you, brother.
Well, we got to keep Class of 95 alive, so, I mean, someone got to talk about it.
Yeah, you know, this is our whole battalion right here, man. You know? I wish, I mean, I don't know, you know, through the years, there was so much talk of, or so many plans of having, like, a party. But I remember one time, I want to give a special shout out to Jen Littlejohn. I remember okay, well, I know I want to say hi, AlohaAlova to Norman, Oklahoma. That's where she lived now. But I remember when I visited her in Irvine at the islands right there, right? And I called her by her last name, and I'm not, you know, I just felt embarrassed because, like, I just got used to calling Jenny Jones, you know what I mean? Yep. But, you know, you know, she knows, and I just want to say, hey, you know, AlohaAlova to Jenny Liz John. I'm sorry, see, I messed up again. I'm sorry. Jenny Little John from Norman, Oklahoma. Me and Jerry would like to say hi, and we hope that you're doing good. No matter what happens, you know, we're always going to be here. Same dial, everything, you know. But let's go back to here. So, anyone you want to talk about? You know, like in particular?
No, man. I mean, I had a lot of great friends. You know, I still keep in contact with a lot of friends that I used to hang out with, and even some friends that like I said, we just were classmates, and we talked here and there or whatever. We ended up, you know, kind of talking more now through social media, and just, you know, keeping in touch and seeing how families are doing. There you know? There you go. And where they're at in life and everything, you know, and I hopefully, you know, I always tell them, you know, hey, you know, need anything, let me know. You want to talk, call me up. It's okay. Call me up. Talk to me. If you can't talk to nobody else, if you want to talk to me about stuff, my door is always welcome. You know, you're always welcome.
Exactly.
My social media is open. Call me. Give me your number. I'll call you, and we'll talk about whatever and air it out. You know, sometimes you need someone.
Yeah. Oh, and you know, and that I mean that's a good, you know one thing about like what you said is therapy. You know, in life, you know, sometimes we're so gridlocked and full of emotions. You know, just
Yeah.
talking it out is like therapy, and you know,
Mhm.
it's things like that. You know, that what you said, just communicating and just airing it all out.
And a memory from back then, any memory, it could be any memory, a happy memory or a good time memory, could change your mood.
Yeah.
Could change your mood and make you feel good and be like, you know what? Shit, why am I thinking like this? Or why am I feeling like this? I remember, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to so and so. I haven't talked to them for a while. You know, and you reach out to the other person they brought up, and you start off again. And you keep your vibes going. You know.
There you go. There you go.
And you know, and like I said, I still talk to a lot of people from class of '95. You know, and I sometimes you know, we talk about certain people, and I, hey, do you still have them on social media, or do you still talk to them? Yeah, I do. All right, shit, send me their link.
Yeah.
And then we link up, and there you go, more stories.
There you go.
know?
There you
'Cause
go.
like I said, me and you could go and talk. We could talk about Greenville. I remember a little bit of Greenville. I remember MacArthur, so we could talk about MacArthur. You know, I remember you in MacArthur. So you know,
Oh, man,
it's good. I mean, we have a lot of stories. I did try to DJ once at MacArthur.
Oh yeah.
I that's when I got my first realistic mixer, my actual first mixer. I remember. Quick story. So I forgot what the teacher's name, but they were gonna do something for lunch, and they brought out a table, and they brought their stereo speaker, their little
Yeah.
stereo system out, and I brought my mixer. I was so excited to bring my mixer.
Oh yeah.
Brought my mixer. I really don't know how to hook it up, and I remember that you know, we clipped it. We call it clip.
Oh, where the
as
power
you know.
went out
I would push too much power into the
to the amp, right?
input. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it would clip it, and we were like, why can't we hear it? Why can't we hear it?
Oh,
You know,
wow.
but I was running the tape deck. I brought a tape deck through the mixer, through the stereo system,
Oh wow.
and it was too much power. Like, I don't really know that much.
Yeah,
I
there
did
you
it.
go.
I didn't, but I was like, damn, you could just hear it once it's halfway, but after you go louder, you can't hear it. But,
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, damn. But, yeah, I tried to DJ at MacArthur.
Wow.
But it was a big fail, but I learned how to...
Hey, you know that's
fix it, and
I mean
I
that's
did.
what life is learning all about. You know. Oh wow. Yeah. One thing I wonder is that the Roadrunner, is it still there? Do you know? I mean,
I don't know. I think they did a lot of the renovations at that school. I know they got a new... They're getting like a new... like a track and field...
Oh wow.
Football kind of deal, you know, like a legit football field.
Not just like the backyard part.
No,
Yeah,
no,
nah,
no,
nah.
not
Oh
like before.
wow.
They're actually getting a legit football field, and you know, obviously they have a track around it.
Yeah.
But supposedly they did a lot of good stuff. I haven't been back at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, at
The only times I think class of '96. Throughout class of '96, I went back, but just to DJ.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Did it change at that time?
Nah, it was still the same. It was still the same. But I know when I drive by, there's a lot of changes. If you go down, what is it, Dyer, or wherever it changes to some, what is it?
Yeah. I think
Dyer.
yeah.
When you
Where
go down
the train,
Dyer.
yeah, the train tracks. Where the train tracks are.
When you go, you know, past the school where the baseball field and that parking lot area.
Yeah.
That entrance, it's changed a little bit.
Yeah, it's gated up more.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
yeah, and I don't know if it was because of construction or what, but yeah, you could tell it's changing.
Well, that's a good thing too. Is like now, like, because like if you look at it from a business standpoint, it's good that it's changing because there's more investment. There's more interest in rebuilding that area. You know, just like you know, it's the little things like this. Like, yeah, you know, it was very open, but now it's becoming more technological. You know what I mean? and that's good. You know,
They
because,
even got solar panels up on the roof.
oh damn,
I
I didn't
think
know. Yeah, that's
they have
tight.
solar panels up on the roof.
Damn, that's some you know, like who would know during our time that was needed? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the only time. The only time I hear stuff about Saddleback is on the alumni page.
Oh yeah.
On the alumni page, someone posts something up that that they're doing this. They still have kids going. They have kids going to that school, and
Dang.
I'm like shit. My kids. I wish my kids were there, but we ended up moving somewhere else. And
Yeah.
but that school really needed a facelift, and then they're changing everything around. That's good because man, Santa Ana schools are. They just leave them the way they are.
Yeah.
We could actually have I think we could probably have a high school reunion there, and we really went back, to the way it was, because if they haven't changed it, if that Roadrunner hasn't been repainted, then we could just take the picture all over again.
Yeah. Actually even update it. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the most, like how involved I was basically just driving by it to get my hair cut off of Bristol and Warner. I mean, it's just off peak hours. I never had the chance to kind of go during school because you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's trespassing. You might get in trouble. But yeah, I just wonder, and with the technological advances of today, I know it's good that they have a website.
Mm-hmm.
It gets the alumni more involved.
I think like other schools, I think everything's through the website or some kind of service they provide for like the kids log into whatever service they have to look at their grades. Now we could look at grades online. As parents, we could look at grades online. I don't know if they do it for elementary school or for junior high, but I know high school you could just log in and see how your kids are doing. Us back then, they had to wait for report cards.
I remember. Yeah.
What was the other ones? The pre-report cards. I forgot the
progress report.
Progress report.
Yeah.
Progress report, and you try to get there before either you take it home or you get it through the mail, and you better get it before your parents get it.
Get some ass whooping, man.
You're gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah, I remember I had to make up some classes during summer school because like history or something like that. Some like boring stuff. I think in 9th or 10th grade, but luckily I was able to kind of
What I did, I was a little behind in classes, and I always told my kids, but they never listened. If you, before they graduated, I would tell them. Actually, in their junior year, I would tell them, start taking extra credit classes. If you're off, if you don't have PE and they give it to you, change it for something else, get some other credits because you're not going to get credit for PE. Or stay after school. They used to play sports, but then when they didn't, they go, hey, you're still going to stay after school, but just get some extra credit. That way when you're as a senior, you could go home early. And that's what I used to do. My second semester, I used to be able to go home early. I used to leave like around, 11.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I took independent studies just for the hell of it. Down on the bungalows by the railroad tracks. I remember going over there to take independent studies, and yeah, man, I used to leave early.
Okay, one thing I failed, what I failed to not do is to be involved with ROP.
I was involved with ROP.
Yeah, that's one thing that I should have done, man, because if I look back and say, damn, all the opportunities, because I remember I didn't know how to type.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the little things like that, like typing class after, I think the last period was 6th period, right? Or 7th period.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was 7th period, but then they had like ROP classes or ROTC. Right. I don't want to say ROTC because that's kind of military. I mean, yeah, so they had ROP, like free ROP training on like whatever room from like 2:45 to 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I didn't drive, so it's like, okay, so I can either walk home, waste time and walk home, or I should have, because I knew a couple of my high school friends were actually taking ROP, so if I took ROP with them, I could have got a ride home.
I took small engines.
Oh, what?
I took hardware merchandising.
Oh, damn. That sounds like fun,
and that helped a lot. Trust me. The hardware merchandising. I used to work at Clark Dyke Hardware Store back. It was on Main and Chestnut, I believe.
Oh yeah.
I think Ace Hardware is there now, but and then I worked at the Ace Hardware on McFadden and Main. No, yeah, McFadden and Main. I worked there too, and I learned a lot. Like shit. Like I use it now, and I could go back and remember how to do stuff, and it was crazy. Small engines, I could fix a lawnmower.
Oh wow.
And off of that, I just learned more stuff, and then I forgot I took CAD.
Oh, computer aided drafting.
Yeah,
Oh
I took
man.
that, but I didn't. I know how to do it, but it's something that I know how to do, but I'm not gonna do it. Which I did for a little bit in my old job that I had. I was doing that, like doing plans and stuff like that. But hey, I took small engines 3 times just for the hell of it.
Yeah, from what I heard, it's like, okay, so now we're parents and grandparents. I heard at the engine courses, you can actually get like free like I don't want to say paint jobs, but like they can use your car as a test dummy because
Yep.
I mean, who would know? You know what I mean? It's like
one of the teachers, or what are they called, professors at Cypress College. He runs the automotive department, and I taken my car there to get fixed by their students, and it's something simple. You think your students get, yeah, just bring it over, and I take it. I leave it there for. It takes about 2 or 3 days, but I'm okay because he's overseeing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then I get a free, tire rotation, free brakes or whatever, But he takes cars there and they paint them for him.
Oh wow.
He buys, just beat up cars for his kids, and they paint them there and they bring it back and it looks good. So it's all good. I mean.
That's right.
I mean, I wish I would have taken more classes, but
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I noticed my junior year that I could take more classes. The more credits I got, the earlier I could be gone my second semester as a senior, and I did that.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at all these teachers right here: Mr. Campbell, Mr. Bolks. I
remember
him.
Mr. Bolks.
What else? I remember Bolander. He was a LED teacher. I didn't have one, but I see him around the. Mr. Evans, I always see him there. Mr.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna have to close up pretty soon, man.
Conover,
Because,
yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have to close up. But yeah, because the next teacher is here though. But
Yeah.
Like we said, y'all, we're coming closer to the end, and it's wonders like this on how we're always going to continue communicating about the class of '95, on how it continues to bring us together. It's the little memories like this that keep on going on. Any last shout outs you want to give, man, before we close up?
Just shout outs to everybody that watches your show, basically, because they keep you going 5 years.
5 years.
It's not because of me. It's because of your listeners,
Thank you.
your followers, everybody that watches your shows on all the streaming platforms. And thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure.
Brother, without you, there's no me, man. Obviously, I want you to come back, man, and hopefully, we'll schedule another time, man. But I would like to give a special shout out to all of the Saddleback High School alumni from the past, present, and future. The show is for you, and it's just me and Jerry. We only represent one class of 1 year. You imagine if all representatives from all ages and generations would come together one day, and that's why we have social media. Is times like this, especially during the remote era, mask mandate protocol. Social media platforms such as Facebook brings us together. So, I'd like to say thank you for tuning into the show. And till next time, be safe, be blessed, and be AlohaAlova with J-Rod in the Mix and DJ Mac. Till next time, y'all stay blessed, be safe, and take care, all right? That's right.
Easy.
That's right. Take it easy, y'all. Let me go ahead and close up right here. All right, can I have a last wave, man? There you go. There you go. All right.
AlohaAlova.
That's right. All right, my main camera. Did you want to say bye, Jerry?
See you guys later, man.
All
Take
right,
it
man.
easy. Listen to him all the time. Follow him on social media.
Thank you very much, man.
Another
Thank
5
you.
years.
That's right. I hope so, man. All right. All right, brother.